On the headline segment, my name is Rosalind Felly. We are talking about floods. Yes, yesterday we heard of the floods in the western region and the central region. It's not just yesterday. We are in the rainy season and we're asking so many questions. It used to be only Accra where we used to talk so much about Accra, but we forgot about other regions. And now the other regions are taking over with regards to floods. You know, when it came to Accra, people were talking about the fact that we're building at places we are not supposed to build. It was the human factor. Can we say same for these areas as well? Is it the human factor, or it's to do with construction? It's to do with not the right gutters being constructed, not the right drainage systems being constructed? Because we heard that there are some areas that they have called on the government over the years, but nothing has been done about it. And yesterday there was a video, quite a sad one, where a driver recorded himself. The water had gotten to his knee level. He was sitting in the car and he was pleading for prayers and for help so that it can help them get out of the water. The rains were not stopping and they were stuck in there. I don't know what has happened to him as of now. I wish I can get people call me to tell me of his condition. If he's watching as well and he can call, I'll be very, very grateful. For you at home, please do join the conversation. I am allowing you to join the conversation now and tell us about the situation at hand, especially people in the central and the western region. Tell us what happened. If you have experience in it, what happened yesterday, do tell us. Share your experience with us. If you know anybody who went through it and the person has shared their experience, kindly call us and let us know what happened as well. We want to know about this. But then we'll be speaking to our central regional correspondent, who is Kojo Nyako. He will tell us a little bit about what happened in the central region. And we'll also talk to the MCE for Komenda, that's Honorable Eko Apia, who will tell us about what is happening in Komenda. I mean, the way forward, we need to know the way forward. But we have some videos and want you to watch the video. When we come back, we'll continue with our conversation.
It's been 3 days of frustration, dejection, and helplessness for some people living in the central region. Many communities have been cut off as a result of either a collapsed bridge or a road leading to their community has caved in. Already, the body of one prison officer with the Ankafo prisons has been washed out of the marauding floods. He went missing on Saturday after the prison barracks were overtaken by floods. Experts say the devastation is as a result of the overflow of some rivers and water bodies in some parts of the region. Nearly 1,000 houses have been flattened here at Simeon, a community in the Komenda Edna Iguafu Ebre municipality.
Time I soon got to know you 12 o'clock. 12 now, in sooner by sooner by before I ever had not just Okobo 1. I had no, what didn't you, Yansana?
The floods rushed on us around 1 a.m. The level of water was such that we could not cross to the communities we come from.
It is not only Simeon, but towns like Entranwa, Abe, and Dutch Komenda. These places are worse off. Some canoes have been procured and have been at work helping to salvage the little that's left. Communities around the University of Cape Coast, where the hostels of many students are situated, have been inundated with the floods. Here's an account of one of the students.
In an attempt to try and work out, try and salvage the situation, some people are trying to pile stones and sand in front of their hostel so that the water doesn't come inside. One person just passed with a bucket of sand on his head.
Major bridges linking communities have collapsed, separating the communities.
Go school uniform, go school bag. Bibia was said, me pints in Pono here, me nina, is
On Saturday, parts of the road linking the Cape Coast Jokwa Chifu Praso Road caved in, rendering the road inaccessible. but work began in earnest to fix it. Director General of the National Disaster Management Organization, Nana Ajiman Prempe, is assuring a lot is being done by his outfit to deal with the situation.
Well, looking at all the disasters, none of them is man-made disaster. See, they are natural disasters. And today with climate change, you know, the rainfalls, you cannot do anything about it. The only thing is that we need to be careful with our sanitation system. Some of the places, the way we waterways. Let me take this opportunity to appeal to Ghanaians that we're going to experience more rains, so we must all be careful. We must be on guard. What is coming to happen to us? It's all over the world, you know. Currently in West Africa, it is raining heavily. So if it is raining in Burkina Faso, you could expect that it will descend down to Ghana. We are here with some relief items to support them. Currently, they are in safe haven. They are in church, classroom, blocks, churches, and mosques. Some of them have gone to live with their relatives and friends and other. So we are going to support. Before I left Accra, I had a discussion with the road minister, and he made me aware that he's directed one of the leading contractors in the central region to immediately come to site. And when I got here, it is confirmed.
The MP for Twifo-Himan Lower Denkyira, Bright Rekubrobe, says the fixing of the road comes as a huge relief to his constituents and other users of the road. He expects that the road would be open to traffic on Monday morning, considering the level of work that is going on.
The road itself that has been washed away, and therefore, as you can see, boulders have been brought in. About 9 trucks this morning and last night. They've been brought in and they are working so quick. I'm pretty sure even by close of day, they can open this up to traffic from the way they are running. I will appeal to residents to be calm. Some of these things happen to us in life, and thank God most of them have found places with relatives and so on. NADMO has also been here, as you have seen, with some relief items which we are going to donate to this person. So it's generally a bad news, not for us alone. If you look at the economy of Lower Denkyira to Ghana in general, all our food basket in the central region mostly are coming from this area. Tourism is cut off. What I'm praying is that we wouldn't get emergency very soon. Otherwise, the road that we've been asked to reroute is quite a distance.
The regional minister, Justina Marigold-Hassan, led a team to tour the affected areas. She says she will ensure that all loose ends are fixed.
It was so pathetic, honestly. A lot of people have been displeased and we needed to write it quickly. And thankfully we called on NADMO National, and they came in with the strictness of what the Alex could grant to the region. And at 12 midnight, trucks of goods had arrived and we are moving to the place to give relief items to the affected people. So we want to thank them very much.
The flood has started receding in some areas, but water levels appear to be rising in other areas as well. On the Cape Coast Elmina Highway, precisely the Itre Bridge, where many rivers enter the sea, the water boils vigorously as it meanders its way into the sea. Reporting for Joy News, Richard Kwejenyako, Cape Coast.
You are still watching Beyond the Headlines segment on Prime Morning. I have with me Richard Kwejenyako, who is a Central Regional Correspondent for Joy News. Hello, good morning, Richard. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well. I hope you're fine.
I'm doing very well. And we just watched a video of the situation in the Central Region. Tell us what's happening as of now.
Well, so currently, yesterday, the Omahini of the Elmina traditional area, Nana Kojokundu, appealed to government to ensure that the road linking the communities in his traditional area are fixed. And so he even went on to donate some relief items to them. But the Municipal Assembly itself has erected some tents in order to accommodate them, because for many, they got their homes or their houses flattened. And so it's really a difficult situation for them. And these are the people that the Assembly is looking forward to helping and supporting. But apart from that, I think we saw that the Himan Lower Denkyira, the Cape Coast Jokwa Kakum National Park Road has also been open to traffic. It was done in a span of 2 days, they fixed that particular road. The road minister came to the region and assessed all the bridges that were broken down and the roads that caved in. And he even indicated that within 24 hours, all of these will be fixed. But we are running into the 48-hour, but some of the bridges have still not been tied, even though there are works that are currently ongoing in some of the roads that got caved in. And so that is the situation on the ground. But people have started counting their loss, and it's going to be a difficult situation for them to bring or erect the structures to the level that they were before the floods. And the schools are yet to also commence session. On Monday, Tuesday, I was in some of the schools. The head teachers were there, but the school pupils were not available because they've lost all their books, all their dresses, their uniforms, and then even the food they will eat, they've lost all of them to the floods. And so these are the situations that are on the ground.
Is this the first time this is happening in the central region?
Well, we've been experiencing flooding situation, but this is so huge. It's I've not seen some. In 2010, there was a similar incident, but it didn't really rain a lot in these affected. It didn't really rain a lot in these affected areas. But it appears that from the northern side of the region, some rivers broke their banks, and so there was a rush out of the water, and that is what resulted in the broken down bridges and all of that. So you wouldn't even expect that something like that would happen. I have lived for a very long time in where I currently reside, and I've not experienced something like that, even though in my home, I mean, my house was not inundated with the flood waters, but the pathway to my house was the problem. And those who tried even accessing their homes, driving through, they got their vehicles, the engines damaged because the water entered into their engines. And so it's so huge. It's something that the people have not seen before. But the experts are warning that we should brace ourselves for more, because we are gradually offending our environment. We do things anyhow. And so once the nature decides to react, it will be so huge on our house.
How many people can we say have been displaced from their homes?
NADMO estimates over 1,000 people displaced. For the houses that got flattened, that were destroyed to ground zero, they put the number at 300, and then the homes that were affected, those houses that the water entered and inundated, they put the figure at about 700. And so about 700 houses generally were affected. If you look at the Ankafo prison barracks, I mean, that even resulted in one person dying. Yeah. That prison officer was on duty that particular Saturday morning, assisted in even getting some of the things out of the homes of some of his colleagues. And then they didn't know, all of a sudden he went missing, and then later on his body was found. And so it's such a huge cost to the people, especially people have had to sleep in churches, in mosques, in classrooms and all of that. And I think they need a lot of relief items to ensure that they would live through this particular moment.
Yeah, we had a NADMO official saying that they have given them some relief items. Will you say those relief items are enough, or we still call on individuals to support them?
It's not enough. It's not enough. I saw 2 trucks, mattresses, some buckets, rice, and all of that. But these are not enough, looking at the number of people that have been affected. So yesterday, the traditional area had to even do something to assist them, provide some rice, oil, some gas cylinders and all of that to enable them cook and then feed. So they are calling on government to ensure that they do more than what they have done, and more importantly, to fix the bridges that have broken down, separating communities. Someone went to the farm on Saturday and has not been able to return to the house. And you heard some of them lamenting that they've lost everything, and the dresses they were wearing are the only ones they have left. And so they want the bridges to be connected, because the flood waters, the torrents, the volume of water that was coming, if you risk it, you might lose your life. And so I think the situation requires some urgent support and urgent action.
Is there a particular support line
My brothers and sisters, I'm in big trouble, not myself alone.
The video is back online, but I just want to ask you this, Richard, is there a support line for those who want to support? Is there a way they can support?
Well, for now, it's there were 3 districts that were affected. The Himalaya, the Intra districts was the least affected because it was only the bridge that got broken. I mean, the approaches of the bridges that got broken, and then it's been fixed. But for Commended, Negua, for Brim, and then Cape Coast, they were badly bruised. They were badly affected. The Cape Coast, the wall of the university came tumbling down. The students, for 3 days, they couldn't access their homes, and all of the water entered several homes. For areas like Kwapro, they couldn't, because water, exceeded even the window level. And so a lot of people have lost a lot of incalculable number of properties. They can't even put a figure to. So I think that it is the assemblies that are currently the connecting line. So anyone who has anything, the KE Assembly and the Cape Coast Assembly would be the right sources. I don't remember ever knowing maybe a line that has been dedicated to receiving some of these things.
Are these bridges being reconstructed to enable the people who are stuck in their offices, stuck in the schools, stuck in the farms, come back home?
So when the roads minister came, he indicated that he brought the director of bridges and the maintenance unit of the Ghana Highway Authority. He brought all of them around. They went around to access them. So I presume that per the assessment, they are looking at strategies to fixing these bridges and then fixing the roads as well. So the people are looking for it, but it was only yesterday that the traditional area chief appealed to government to ensure that these roads and these bridges are fixed. So we are looking for now, some of the communities remain separate.
Okay, Richard. And so for now, there is an alternative route for them to use to get home, right?
It's not all of them. For some, yes, there is an alternative route.
So there are still people stuck in their farms as of now?
Yes. Because they are stuck in the farm, but the farm is situated in another community. It is only their community they don't have access to. There is no known alternative route. The alternative route would be a very long, winding one. And those roads are not also that good for them to go on. So these were the people that NADMO decided to support first, because they are detached from wherever their homes are. And so that's it.
So after the assessment of the Ghana Roads Authority, when is work commencing? Do you have any idea of this?
Yes, so they've started, and that is what led to the Kakom National Park Road being fixed, and the Anchor 4 Elmina Road is also receiving some attention. So the others, I presume that gradually they would move to fixing all the others that were also broken down.
Right. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Richard. We are super grateful. I've been speaking to Richard Kojo-Nyarko, who is the Central Regional Correspondent for Joy News. And we have our Honorable, who is the MC for Commander, Honorable Solomon Eko, appear on the line. But before I speak to him, I want to go to the Western region. There was a video that was trending from the Western region where a man was stuck in the floods yesterday in his car. And he was pleading for help and crying that people should pray for him. I have with me Inathalia Kwanzaa, who is our Western Regional Correspondent for Joy News. Hello, good morning, Inathalia. Hello, Inathalia. If you can hear me, please unmute yourself. Hello? Okay, please join us if you can later. But let's watch this video of what happened in the Western region. And after the video, definitely Nathalia will be on the line to join us. Let's watch this video from the Western region, a video that was trending yesterday with a man who was stuck in a flat and he was calling for help. Please, let's watch the video. When we come back, we'll talk to Nathalia.
My brothers and sisters, I'm in big trouble. Not myself alone. We're together with everybody on the road from Apawai towards Apollo, St. Mary's Junction. We are all stuck in the rainwater. No car is moving, going. See into the car is full. I've done stop the engine, but look, the car is full. I'm suspended in the car. I don't know what to do, no control. Please help us in prayers. Look into my car. Look into my car. It's full of water. It's a pool of water. The seats everywhere. Everywhere. We need your prayers, please. Thank you. God bless you all.
That's a video that was trending yesterday, and this is a man who called on us, called on our prayers, and said that he needed help because he was stuck in the flat, and this happened in the Western region. I have Nathalia joining me via Zoom. Good morning, Nathalia. Kindly unmute yourself, Nathalia, if you can hear me.
I've unmuted.
Okay, fantastic. I can hear you now. How are you this morning?
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm fine, thank you, Nathalia. Tell us the situation in the Western region as of today.
Well, today I think everything is better in the capital, that is Takoradi. The flood we saw at Apawai is not the same today. Drivers are able to go about their own business. Just that yesterday that there was a bit traffic at that portion of the road, that is from the St. Mary's to Apawai Road. And basically this road leads to 9 municipal and district assembly within the Western region and also the Western North region. And for yesterday, it was clear. The Western Regional Minister went to inspect together with NADMO, went to inspect what had really caused that. And yes, human activities is one main cause of this flood we saw. Places where they are not supposed to build waterway, people have built. And also the drainage there was not one of the best. There was a bigger culvert and a smaller culvert. And so it was very difficult for the water to flow through from the bigger culvert to the smaller culvert. And that's why we saw that flood over that area.
Right. Talking about the human activities, you're saying that people have built at places they are not supposed to build, hence this happened? Is that what you said?
Yes, and so many years ago, for those who have lived in Takoradi for a very long time, they say that there was this particular spot where it was supposed to be a waterway, but a company built there some years back. And so this has contributed to the flood we saw. I mean, this is not the first time we are seeing flood at that particular spot. It's been occurring over the years, just that this time it was very huge. Last week, the same thing was experienced by commuters and drivers on that particular stretch of road. So this is some of the concerns residents around those areas is raising, that because people have built in waterways and then people now do not even consider, the place they buy lands. It's just about themselves building. And so we are to expect some of this.
Nathalia, you're saying that this flooding has been happening over the years, the same area. And yesterday we heard that people saying that they've been complaining to the government to fix it, but nothing has been done about it. If we look at it, the number of years, over the years, how many years are we looking at that the place has been flooding?
Well, I have been in Takoradi for close to 8 years. And every year when there is rainfall, you would hear St. Mary's Aponwe Road has flooded. You see residents there complaining that that place has flooded. And so sometimes you are not even able to get to them because you would have to walk for several hours before you get to this particular place. And this year, it was not just about St. Mary's. Takoradi experiencing landslide, about 5 of them, is very new, according to NADMO. To them, a lot of places getting flooded. Yesterday, I understand that a young girl in Shama lost her life when she was passing, and then a building collapsed on her. And this is not really pleasant for the region. To take you from Takoradi, I was also at Nzima East, and there is a community, Akanzo. Before you get to the community, the road is flooded, so you need to sit in a boat before you cross that place to the community itself. Other communities like Akropong in the Elemele district have lost close to 150 houses. And each household, they have about 7 to 10 people. So we are talking about around 1,000 people being affected here. And these people are also saying they are considering relocating. The DC Bonsoke had told me this. And relocating is a big deal for over 1,000 people.
I mean, relocating to where? Do we have any idea where they are going to relocate to?
So they showed me a portion of land. They are expecting that governments and then other community, other people within the enclave, I mean, people who are into good business like Adamus and others could come in and then help clear the land, and then they can relocate there. This is in the Elembele district of the region. And so apart from the Takoradi, the Takoradi flood that we saw, other parts of the regions has really had its own fair share of the flood.
Now, looking at what happened in Takoradi yesterday, you said the regional minister has visited the site of the St. Mary's to Apong Road. Are they doing something about it? Because if the complaint has been going on over the years, has he decided to do something now so that you don't experience this next year?
Well, so yesterday, they started breaking
Hello,
so yesterday, they started breaking the particular culvert that the minister and NADMO said that it was smaller, and so they started breaking it so that they could use the bigger one. In the meantime, the minister said he doesn't want to give promises as to when they will start anything, but the NADMO and the Regional Security Council will take it up and see what they can do to prevent such occurrences in the near future. He didn't give timelines.
Nothing whatsoever. Am I the only one who's shocked? I think I'm too shocked with this one. Because we are looking at a situation where I'm too shocked in Athalia. He didn't give any timelines whatsoever.
No, yesterday, Joy News had also spoken to him, and he said he didn't want to be a messiah and then quote timelines, but they are working around the clock to make sure that things would get in place. So yesterday, he had come to inspect to see what really had caused that flood. And of course, the immediate thing he said NADMO was going to do was to break that smaller culvert so that it could allow the flow of water anytime it rains around that area. But as to things they were going to do, he didn't state it emphatically what they were going to do. It was only the culverts that they were going to break that he said it, and he said that was starting yesterday, and of course they started yesterday breaking that smaller culverts.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Nathalia. Don't go. Please do hang on. I want to go talk to our MCE from Komenda, Honorable Solomon Ekho-Appiah. Good morning, Honorable.
Good morning.
How are you? And thank you for hanging on. I know it's been a while. You've been on the line waiting all this while. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Thank you. My name is Solomon Ekho-Appiah, not Ekho-Appiah.
Okay,
So that's a bit of correction.
Ekho-Appiah. All right. Okay. Honorable, I hope everything is all right.
Oh, by His grace, everything's fine.
Right, let's talk about the situation at Komenda. You are the MCE there. What's happening at Komenda now?
Yeah, I think we were hit by a serious flood that caused a lot of people homeless and properties destroyed, and one prison officer as well lost his life in the process of salvaging somebody from drowning. So the situation in the KEA was very horrible because for quite a longer period of time, we have never seen such a magnitude of flood in our municipality. But it was just an act of God. It's not a man-made. It's just a natural cause. And I'm told that there were 3 rivers in Control River, Kakundu, the Sweet River, that joined together. They just overflowed their banks. And we saw what happened in KEA. When you look at from Ankafo Junction around Highland Court to prisons, the road was flooded. We had to use canoe with the help of the fishermen and the Navy to just evacuate people from their homes to the safest place. And from Abena Junction to Abena Township was also flooded. We had to use canoe and speedboats also to evacuate people from their homes. And issues like this, the most important thing you have to do as a government is to save life.
Right.
And thereafter, you look at all other things. And that is exactly that we did. And let me also put on record that the regional minister was very swift in response to our plight. She physically was with me from Saturday when we were on the boats evacuating people. And on Sunday again, she was with me in the dawn till the evening when the NADMO Director General came with a helicopter to visit the affected areas. 3 towns were heavily affected. And that is Semio and Abe and Abaye. Semio, for example, rendered about thousands of people homeless. More than 300 homes were on ground zero. Then, when you look at Abe, it's also the same. So quickly, we have to put a team in place to make sure that the people are safe. We spoke to the prison officers. They released their prison canteen to us. We rented mattresses, and Ghana Health Service also provided that mosquito nets for the first day. And the second day, when the NADMO brought their relief items, we quickly moved to the place to make sure that we gave some of the mattresses and the blanket to the affected victims who are homeless. And so far, that's what we were able to do. And the bridge linking Elmina Township to Ankafo Prison also caved in. So it means that when you want to come to Elmina Town, you have to go and pass abroad to Pedu Junction to Elmina, which is a long journey, and it's also a cost. Again, I must also put a record that the government, through the Minister for Roads, also flew to Elmina with a helicopter to ascertain the situation. And we were given 24 hours that the bridge will be fixed.
Has it been fixed?
I'm talking now, the place is motorable, the bridge has been fixed.
Okay.
People are moving to and fro.
Right. Have all the bridges been fixed, or just a few that have been fixed? Because we heard from our correspondent that there are still some people stuck on their farms, others stuck at other places. They haven't been able to join their community now. No,
yes. In my municipality, I was hit by two of the bridges collapsing.
Okay.
The Ankafo, which is major, which is very important because it linked the prison to the towns around, has been fixed. But the one in Brasi to Esiam is very huge. It is not the bridge that can be fixed within 24 hours.
Okay.
So the engineers that came and the Minister for Roads has directed that they are bringing materials, boulders, and all the necessary accoutrement to the site so that they start within the shortest possible time. So far work has also been started there, but with the one with the Ankafo to Elmina has been faced. As at now, I think it was faced within the 24 hours of the incident. Okay. And now people can move to and fro from Ankafo prison to Elmina town and the rest. But I must also commend the work of the Ghana Navy and the Ghana Armed Forces by providing us with the tents to house some of the inhabitants who were homeless. And that's what we have been able to do. And we have also engaged the fishermen, the Premier Secretariat, also to support the victims with food items and the rest.
So everybody is okay as of now?
Oh, so far, so very good. What we saw on Saturday and Sunday and today, I'm very happy about the way and the manner all the stakeholders put their resources together to make sure that the situation is resolved. It was rather unfortunate that one of the prison officers who attempted to save a woman and the child was washed away by the flood. So we went to 3 days ago. We went to the family to sympathize with them and pledge the government commitments also to support the family as well.
Right. Do we have any plans to help these people rebuild their houses again?
So far, what we have done as Assembly is to, government is never for one person, and the government is doing the part, and we have also engaged the private sector. We have also engaged the Hotel Association and the KEA. We have also engaged the businessmen to come together to some kind of relief item by way of cement, roofing sheets, rice, clothing, and the rest to support. And the Municipal Assembly have also contributed some amount of money to make sure that we rebuild the society that has been destroyed. But one important thing that we must put on notice is that so far as we have life, we have everything. Somebody lost his life. We can, if the person were to be alive and he gets the building destroyed and the mattresses soaked with water, probably he would have been the happiest person. But that's what has happened. It can happen to everyone.
It does, but then we need to also try as much as possible to give them back their livelihood, if possible. We are looking at school children whose schools have been destroyed. What are the plans that have been put in place to put up the structures again to make sure that these children are back in the classrooms?
No, for us in Kenya, no school got destroyed by the flood. But what happened was that those homeless people, citizens, some of them were sleeping in the classrooms. So which means that the school children cannot go to school. So that is why we appealed to the Ghana Navy, Ghana Armed Forces, and they brought us tents. So we have fixed the tents in the community. We provided them with mattresses and the other necessary accoutrement that they need so that they have all moved out of the classroom to be in the tent. We have again engaged the Ghana Health Service that will go to the community because some of them, when the flood came, they step on scorpions and the nails. So we are going to community with the tetanus injection to make sure that those of the affected victims can also have a free health care with that regard.
Right. So right now, the healthcare is also another issue. How many people need help with health?
Until when we go to the community, they will put the health personnel there. So anybody who has that condition, that has stepped on a nail or has been bitten by a scorpion or any other animal, then you will be taken care of. Yesterday, I just engaged the director of the Ghana Health Service. And one important thing that we are going to have a stakeholders engagement, bringing experts together to come and brainstorm and see what can we do to prevent or reduce this catastrophe. And we are on course so far, so very good.
Okay, that's good to hear. We just hope that the people in the central region will get as much aid as possible. So we plead with people out there to support the people in the central region. And of course, we're speaking to Honorable Solomon Ebo Apia, who is the MCE for Komenda. Honorable, want to go on the phone lines to hear from the people out there. So we're activating the phone lines right now. No, you're not going anywhere yet. You're not going anywhere yet. I'm just activating my phone line. So don't go. Please hold on. Let me activate my phone lines for people at home to join the conversation. So if you're at home and you wish to join the conversation, do call us and you can send a message as well. We'll read it live on air for you. Honorable is online. We have Inatalia Kwanza, who is a Western Regional Correspondent for Joy News, also online. We hope to get Richard Kojonyako back also to answer some questions. And if you have anything to say, please do call us, join the conversation. And we are talking about the Central and Western Region recent floods and the situational reports, and also the mitigation strategies. And Honorable has told us the kind of strategies they have put in place to make sure they fix the bridges. Like we are hearing, the central region issue has nothing to do with the rains. It has everything to do with some a river that got broken from the northern part, came through, destroyed a lot of properties, took life as well. We are hoping that things get better again. Honorable, what did you want to say, please?
Yeah, I will also plead with your multimedia to also help us by kind of soliciting some relief items also to support the affected victims, because this is a arrangement that all of us must get involved. Right. We cannot put everything on the shoulders of government. So your medium can also be used to help to resolve some of these problems that our brothers and sisters in Semio, Abaye, Dead Commander, Atonkwa, Intanwa, and Abe are going through now.
We are looking at over thousands of people, right?
Exactly.
Including school children.
And one important thing that we've done as a municipality is that, we are Ghanaians, we are Africans, we are communal in nature. Mm-hmm. So I just appeal to all the family heads that all of us have a family houses in Elmina or Commander or whatever. This is the time that we must show our support to our brothers and sisters who are affected. Mm-hmm. Everyone has a family house. Individuals, friends, and relations. If you can accommodate one person, do. 2, do. 3, do. That is the surest way that we will solve the homeless flood victims problem.
We agree with you, and also we plead with the mattress companies. If you can help, please do come on board to support, because they need a lot of mattresses. For the food and beverage companies as well, please do supply some foods and beverages to the people there. The water companies, we need your support at this time. We are pleading on you to support the people of the central region, even in the western region, but the central region is the most important as of now, because we have more than 1,000 people who have been displaced, no homes at all. I don't know how they are going to rebuild their homes. Honorable, is the government looking at helping them with some affordable homes so they can be rehoused?
Yeah, that's so most of the houses that got destroyed as a result of flood they were just mud houses. So what we have done so far is that we have also appealed the community, that the young men and women to come together as form of communal labor to rebuild their homes.
To rebuild their mud houses for them?
That is why the tents have been provided, so that they work on their force. They've also requested that we bring a bulldozer to come and level the place for them and demarcate the land. This is something that the Assembly, we have also marked that we are going to do as a matter of urgency. And the Premier Secretariat have also had a call from individuals that want to donate cement and roofing sheets and other materials also to support. I know we are on call. That is why we are just extending our appeal to every stakeholder within the country. Let's all come together. Let's all come and support, because, a person is a person because of a person. Our brother is our brothers somewhere are in trouble. This is a time that we must demonstrate and show love.
I agree with you, Honorable, on that. You can call us 0302 211 694, 0302 211 694. I have my very first call on the line. Hello, good morning.
Madam.
Yes, good morning. What's your name? Yeah, calling me from Adamu. Takrady. Okay, Adamu, let me hear your opinion.
Yes, talking about St. Mary's, the flood that hit St. Mary's Road, Takrady to Appoint. Good morning, madam.
Adamu, please lower the volume of your television set.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you, Adamu.
Yeah. I said the flood that hit St. Mary's Road, the place, we are pleading to the government to do something about it because there was a land for a flooding area, but they have built houses there, and now when it rains, the rain cannot have a place to contain the storm. So it hits back to the roadside. So we are pleading to the government to do big drains for us. This is my plea to the government.
Thank you so much for calling, and we hope the government will hear you this time round. Thank you for calling. And you can also call and share your opinion on this show. It's 0302-211-694, 0302-211-694. Please do not call my WhatsApp number. Immediately you call the WhatsApp number, I can't read my messages. You can send in your messages as well, which will be read on air. And I have some videos coming in, and this person is trying to show me the situational report at near Efie Kuma in Takrady. Some videos from there. Hotel opposite Archbishop Potter Girls Vijay. And also there's flood at St. Mary's School, which we saw yesterday at Apua in Takrady. So these places have all been flooded. It happened yesterday. I don't know what is happening right now. So, okay. I have Robert calling me from Takrady. Hello, good morning, Robert.
Yeah, good morning, madam.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, madam.
Great. Let me hear your opinion, Robert.
Oh, madam, the flood that hit Takrady and Agwan Kwanta Road. Good morning, madam. The flood that hit Agwan Kwanta and Takrady Road there. There's a flooding area that's opposite St. Mary's Boys Secondary School. Yeah. Where the friend that land should be that Sky Limits Company. That's the cause of that project. You should demolish all that structure in there, the water area, so that you can get space for the water to flow.
All right. I think the government says they are definitely doing something about it. Thank you so much for calling. Very grateful. And okay, so Mexican sent me the videos. Mexican, I'll try as much as possible to put it on air for everybody to see. Thank you for sending in these videos. You can also reach us on the number. My WhatsApp line keeps ringing. I'm trying as much as possible to. Please do call us on 0302-211-694. Take your phone and put it in your phone. So anytime I activate my phone line, you can call. It's 0302-211-694. For the 055, it's only text messages. Hello, good morning, William. You're calling me from Takrady.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm very fine.
Great. Let me hear your opinion.
Mine is about the Takrady Aguna Kwanta stretch, the flooding that happened last 2 days. Madam, this is not a new case. It has been happening for the past 3-4 years. Every time it rains, it is heavy. It looks as if we've been abandoned. Looking at that stretch, that particular stretch, from Sekendi, Takrady to the rest of Western region, that road links us up. It links us up to Aguna Kwanta. The road is actually not good. The flooding is too bad. Please, we believe in joint crime, and we are pleading with you to have a little documentary on this for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling in. Of course, we are trying our best to make sure that something is done about it. We've heard so many times about how you've contacted the government to support you, but it hasn't happened yet. We are hoping that this will happen. You can also join the conversation 0302-211-694. You can call us from either Takrady or you can call us from either the Western region or the Central region. Even in Accra, if you have any support, please do call us. The conversation is not limited to only these areas. It's actually everywhere, because you never know when it's going to happen. It used to happen in Accra. It was always about Accra. Little did we know that one day it will come to the doorstep of Takoradi and the central region. So please call us and let's hear you. Let's see what the government can do about it. I have Hannah. Good morning, Hannah. How are you?
Good morning, my sister.
Good morning.
Please, I'm calling from Takoradi.
Yes, Hannah. Please talk to me.
There is another massive flood around Sawmill Freeman Basic School. And this has been happening for over years, 10, 11 years. And the MP and the regional minister is aware of it. What he's saying is a massive or something project. So I don't know what he's doing about this. Anytime it rains, if it rains for 2 hours, my sister, is terrible. People have to stand, especially when it rains at night. They have to be outside. There is no support. There is nothing. He is aware of this issue. The regional minister is aware of it. When you call him, he said he's not around. He has traveled. So please help them. This issue has been there for long, so long.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling and letting us hear your voice. This one reads, Magnus from Asimfosu. Please do well to help those who are in need. Please and please again. Thank you very much. Okay, Magnus, we are calling on people to do this. Okay. Somebody says, why is it that human beings are stubborn? Please. Please, let's help each other, but we must stop building at waterways. This is Masaze from Kumasi. Okay, Masaze. This is coming from Solomon from Takwa. He says, to those who are temporarily living in the tent, their lives are still at stake because we are still in the rainy season and a heavy storm can still unsettle them. That's so true. Hello, good morning, Mexican.
Good morning, Rosalind.
Thank you so much for the video that you sent. We're very, very grateful.
Oh, okay. This is just a flash one.
But tell us what's happening. Yes.
Yeah, you know, unfortunately for us, for the floods that are happening on the Agnan-Kwanta Road, actually not Agnan-Kwanta Road, let's be specific, just on the stretch to Apawa from St. Mary's, okay? Everybody knows the problem. Everybody knows what caused the problem. The land just opposite St. Mary's, okay, getting into the cave. It was a marshy area that is supposed to keep the flash waters for a while, for the flow outside. When you take that road, that goes to Funko, that goes to how do you call that place? I've forgotten the name. They are supposed to be marshy, swampy areas. They keep the flash waters, and then until the water subsides and goes down to the sea or they dry up. But all those areas, they sold the lands, they filled the lands, and they built on those lands. So when it rains now, where did the water go? No. And even what has aggravated the whole problem is the land sold to sky limit. Okay? And everybody knows that is the major cause of the recent flash floods. And that's, you know, who are you? Nobody can talk about it. You see, because some big man somewhere has done it and then, or has given it out and then you can't do anything about it. You know, you see, unfortunately, or somehow, you cannot blame the whole thing seriously because the rains this season are deadly. That picture on the screen now, the video on the screen now, that is a hotel. Okay, a hotel. And this happened, I think, last week, Wednesday, when there was that serious rain.
Right.
The whole wall of the hotel came down. The whole wall. There were cars inside. One car came down, was in the mud there. You see? And then sometimes it's very pathetic. There's a place at Efia. We have a washing bay at Efia, close to 5th Man number 9, going to Takoradi. So the water flooded to people's window level. So there are people in that room. Where did they go?
Is this due to bad drainage system or what? What's the cause? Is it bad drainage system? Is the people building at the wrong places? What is it?
Fundamentally, people building at the wrong places. That is the fundamental.
Who is even selling these lands to them?
Yes, That is the question. Who is giving this land? Because you cannot build without a permit from the Lands Commission.
Right.
You cannot build without a permit from the district assembly, or how do you call those? So they all know. They all know. But somebody does something, and then somebody does something, and then before realize the wrong thing is being done, everybody puts them aside.
This
no,
is
they've been flooding
else.
along these places all these years. But unfortunately, this time, for the past 4, 5, 3 years coming downwards, is worse. You see, worse. All because last 2 years, I can tell you, it didn't rain as it is raining now. Last year, the rains were not even enough at all. But this year, because we are seeing all this rain, because the rains are falling heavily now. And if you don't do anything about it now, next year probably is going to be worse.
It's going to be worse. Mexican, thank you so much.
Everybody's building, and we'll do the wrong thing, and then we'll go back to try to solve it. You don't have to do the wrong thing in the first place.
Thank you.
So that is the situation.
Thank you so much.
Takoradi is now becoming a very dangerous place to live when it rains.
Thank you so much for sharing your opinion with us this morning. We are very grateful that every time you are at you have our backs, and thank you for the video as well. We always, I think one of these days we may have to make you a correspondent for Joy Prime, because you do call us every day. You tell us what is happening on the ground. So thank you for letting us have this video and airing it. We have a few messages coming through. I don't have enough time to answer phone calls. I wish I could, but I don't. I still have Honorable Solomon Ebo Apia on the line. Hello, good morning once again. I'll keep greeting you because you are honorable.
Oh, good morning. It's my pleasure. Good morning to you as well.
Right. Okay, so your final words before you leave, Honorable.
Yeah, my final words are, we are all Ghanaian. Ghana belongs to all of us. Let's work together as a team. I have said it over and over again that after this incident, we are going to embark on a very serious demolition exercise. And this is how we are going to do it. You know, in our country, everything is politicized. So what we are doing is to engage the MPP, NDC, PPP, all the political party as a stakeholders meeting to decide and agree on the path that we are going. Because the flood that we saw, it never asked whether you are MPP chairman or NDC chairman or CPP chairman. It just wiped out the property away. And that is the approach that we are going to use. Once, as a stakeholder at the political party and other relevant Christian Council of Churches, we come together to agree and we embark on this demolition exercise. There will not be pointing of fingers that the government is destroying businesses, the government is destroying their properties, and so on and so forth. So all those burdened without a burden permits, those who are burdened without burden permits, unauthorized structures, please expect us with our bulldozer. We'll get all of them off. So
MC, I love you for this. I love you for this. This is very good. We hope to see that happening.
I'm grateful.
Thank you so much for joining us in this conversation, and we hope people out there will come and support the people in your community. All right, thank you. All right, I've been speaking to Honorable Solomon Ebo Apia, who is the MC for Commander. I didn't have enough time, but I have to make room for one caller. Solomon, good morning. Oh, fortunately, Solomon, I was making room for you, but do I still have Natalia on the line? Okay, Natalia to left. We've been speaking about the Central and Western region recent floods. I have a few messages. Let me read a few before I go. This one reads, good morning, Madam. Apawa road flood was very bad. As at 10:18 p.m., my nieces were still stuck in traffic. Unfortunately, I don't have time. I've been told that I have to go, so I have to go. But thank you so much for making this show a great one. Thank you for joining us, calling us, sending in your messages. Hopefully next time we'll have enough time to talk about issues. But then, if you can support, we are calling on every single person out there, for the companies, for the individuals. Please do support the people of the Central region, because in times of need, it is only you that can help. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we have a lot more for you, so don't go anywhere.